Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Okay, yeah, those that posted on the chat page, we'll be getting to you shortly after this. So it might be a long chat video. We'll see how things go. All right, much love, everyone. And going to questions here. We'll do galactic update and questions, those in the room, then do chat video as a separate element here. So much love, everyone. Yeah, it was interesting that after the Dakar came through and gave us a weather report yesterday. That was interesting about snowstorms and stuff like that. That was interesting before it happens. So it was different. I felt her energy around. I couldn't do anything until I got that message or whatever it was going to be. So. All right, so much love, everyone. Blessings, and here we go. Hello there. I am Gabriel. Yes, many have much tension today. Stranger energies than in pockets of your world at this time. Some are stressed over things that not to be stressed about, but they're unaware of how to release this stress, so they just continue on it. To carry it around because they don't know how to let it go, which is quite the human way. There will be, over time, you will learn how to release this worry as your soul connects more with spirit, but to release these aggravation around you, to magnify light around you, but also realize that everything will be okay. Also, some of us is to have doubt of everything to be fine, and that is where the worry comes in. If you just put in your mindset that all will be well, will all have nothing to worry about, that's where this mindset will come through, and you will have an actual clearing and a stress reliever on your body also. Many do have much stress around them. It is part of their character, as something they grew up with because of family stress. So it became the norm to have these things around you. Even your entertainment world still puts that as a normal thing. It's okay to suffer, to have these conflicts. And yes, of course, during your soul transition on this earth, yes, but there are ways of letting these things go also. Is to be kind to yourself, to not let things get to you. There are things around here that wish to attach to you always, and to release them is to release that mindset that there is something to worry about, something to be negative about. Just to let it go away. Some do not know how to let it go as an individual process, but there is a process. But as individually, to know how to do that. The other thing is also relax. Relax yourself in your day-to-day process. Relaxing helps the negativity release also. Give yourself a break. Do not let these things control you. Like negativity controlling you, I believe some of you are aware of that, is just to relax and let these things move on. Yes, it is true that there's many things around you that you're not aware of. Past lives, multiple past lives that is a mystery to you. And you wonder why you have certain ailments is because of those past lives. Some of it's cell memory that's built into you. That is part of the mystery of life here. Also, to understand these things, not necessarily fully to understand the details of these last lifetimes, but understand that you no longer need them either. To bless yourself. It is a gradual process of letting go of negativity that is so used to being around you. It's a slow process of releasing old ways of life. This is why you have your nature. This is why you have your flowers, your trees to assist you in releasing these negativity processes also. They can be good assistance. Be good assistance in releasing these things. The elementals are wise in that area also. So are we, the angels. And to release negativity also, you can call on the angels to release things that are bothering you, such as worry. You can call on us. And also, there's, I'm not sure if any of you are thinking this, but realize that us, the angels, elementals, and other positive spirits, we have to go by command to help you. We can't just come over and help you. We do to a certain extent, but that involves getting involved with your free will. We can help you to a certain extent. You are asking us to connect to you unconsciously. Consciously, you connecting to us asks us for help increases the power. Because we cannot interfere too much. You are asking for us to be around, but when you verbally or mentally ask for our assistance, then we move in and clear out negativity. That might be helpful for some who are wondering on how that works. If not, that is fine. Also, before I leave, there's energies of Pluto around your Earth at this time, unlocking many past lives, many who have had lifetimes there as spiritual beings, as light beings, as beings without a body. Many of you are here. There is so much more information. But I believe you will start to realize that over time, this is something that gradually awakens. Also, your lifetimes on these other worlds will eventually start to awaken also. It's a gradual process. Some is not important to you, but some are, because you just left there. At least it might seem that way. Because the warnings, the teachings you came here, it's like when you're on these other worlds, these ideas, what you like to learn, came from those other worlds. And when you come here, you go through those teachings. And there you cannot learn it as much as you can here. This is why you have that connection with these other planets or your alien worlds also. Blessings to you. I will leave you people. Hello there. 1 minute. Greetings. You can call me Sai. I'm with the Council of Nine of the Pleiadians. I am a tall blonde Nordic. Our council is connected to your solar system. As for the founding of many other Earths, your worlds, I should say. We're part of the process. Our council is very ancient. Our councils, they're not truly normally connect to humans. There is a Council of Nine that has, but we're of the Nordic Council of Nine, so there's a different aspect there. I believe it will be beginning to connect with you, to expand your horizon of the extraterrestrial energies, if those are prepared for it. We are, yes, you can call this a test. We are trying new things, as you can see. Many that have had lifetimes in your planets nearby. Jupiter from one. Those beings that had lifetimes on Jupiter were usually at a 9th density, somewhere at 6, but many were at a 9th density with no body. Just an energy field, but also they're part of they have reincarnated you here as your philosophers, and they're still here. Some of you are actually your teachers also. University teachers, but your teachers that some of them are not having, they don't have university connected to them. They do not know who they're from, but eventually they will. We do see that many in your educational field will begin to realize of their extraterrestrial lineage during their lifetime. Most likely near the end of their span, we do see that eventually becoming more popular. Reason we're going into the educational field because understand that is where most of the knowledge is being dispersed into your time, and that will help many become more educated. I believe that makes sense to you. But as education is a very hot topic, but realizing your true roots will help you learn more because you're not getting the full picture, are you? You never were intended to get the extraterrestrial connection, but now your world is going into that way as becoming more galactic. And becoming more galactic, you're going to know more of where you come from. Also, the canine species, yes, they had lifetimes even on your Jupiter and in your Saturn and other worlds that are nearby. To give you more details on them. And they came here to keep the vibrations up of your planet because they realize that their energies is free spiriting. It is just bringing a great, yes, man's best friend, you could say, because they realize that you're going to go through a tough spat here. Many of the canine energies do go to worlds that are similar to this. Of course, they have their own worlds, but they go to many that are going to be to squeeze the life out of you, as some would say. And your canines are a great stress reliever, as you can tell. And they want to say also that the medical areas of your animals, where they always have illnesses, that has to do with the atmosphere of your Earth DNA, but a lot has to do with what's in the area you're not seeing that affects their body, such as cancers and things of that sort, where they get sick very easily. They're a high vibration, and they're also vulnerable to what's in the air also. You cannot see these things, but I believe you have an understanding of that. We will connect to you again in your future time. Hopefully some of this is helpful. We'll be connecting with you in the future. Much love to you. Greetings. One moment as we connect. Downloading. One moment. Blessings to your society. This is the Essassani. This is Neeman. One moment as we connect. Understand that if you're not familiar with our race, that is fine. Understand what our race connecting to you. Realize we are still a young race. compared to yours. Of course, we are connected to you, but still, we see ourselves as an individual, but we are all connected, but still we are a young race. And connecting with you gives us much knowledge of where to go. As for complexity, what we want to add to our society and what we wish not to add to it. And your society does not seem to be that way, where you're just things are just added and you just have to deal with it. As you go forward, you'll be able to control your. The reason I say this, you'll be able to control what is in your life. The tools, the knowledge of that will come through as you become more connected to spirit, because you're letting go of the negativity. You can call it connected to spirit as one way of looking at it, but you're becoming connected to more positivity. The more you connect to the positive, the more you connect to yourself. Of course, some connect to the negative, which is fine, but understand they'll have a lower vibration where ego does involve taking over one's way of doing things. But if you connect more to a positive energy, you connect more to you as a positive being, connecting you to your other side, and which also helps you connected to your extraterrestrial friends. But also, most importantly, connected to spirit, which gives you more knowledge of how to live in this world without losing your mind, basically. Does that make sense to you? And as you connect more with spirit, you connect more with, you can say, connecting to dots in a way that you wish to live your life with a more positive outlook, but also you're manifesting what you want in your reality. But letting go of this negativity is not easy to do. Yes, as a part of your test is to let go of that negativity and how you're going to do it. What are you going to let bother you? Nothing. If you let nothing bother you, you will live more of a blissful life, and just you have nothing to worry about because you know where your life is going. If you don't know where your life is going, that means you're not connected to yourself, and you're just living on a whim, which is fine. But it'd be nice if you have more of a positive outlook where you know exactly where you're going without any issues. If you do have any, you can live with it, overcome it, and empower yourself. But anyway, imagine if you have any questions, please, when you're ready.
Hi, Neeman. Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
The being that was here before, was the name Sai?
Yes. S-Y.
Okay.
Yes.
S-Y. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Okay. First up is Miguel.
Hello, Neeman.
Greetings.
Blessings to you.
Yeah, blessings.
My first question is, I've been watching some airplanes in my area that leave like a white trail.
Yes.
Can you tell me what that's about?
Yes, it's putting chemicals in your skies. They feel like it's good for your environment, your crops, your air pollution. They believe it's helping, but it's not doing any of those things. And I believe your alien friends are assisting into removing those chemtrail energies, but there's only so far they can go. But yes, many of your governments feel it is better for you, but it is not. It does affect all of you in certain ways, yes. As for emotion, it's a chemical in the air. It's the last thing you need right now.
Yeah.
It also lowers your vibration depending on what it causes. It does cause allergies. It just is not good for anybody.
Yeah, I actually sent Reiki to one, and it actually stopped.
Yes. Very good. Yes, is another way to control your society. They are not aware that they're doing that, but they are lowering the vibration of many on their planet. They just think they're doing the right thing. What's new there, right?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And my second question is, are there any messages from my guides?
Yes, they say they're assisting you with your solar plexus at this time. Your angelic lifetimes are opening up to you slowly. One moment. You also have a lifetime with Archangel Raphael, as you've had many human lifetimes of Archangel Raphael. As a brother, I believe he was also like a father figure to you at any lifetime in this human form, in this world. During your Roman time period, yes, during the Roman time periods, That's where many archangels had many human lifetimes to experience the human experience, to get to know more of it as it gets more complicated in this format, because they saw that that was the time where the mindset of your world is going to pretty much be following for in your future time. The reason he is saying this to you is that many lifetimes you've had with Raphael began to open up in this world and other worlds. But also, your guides say also that your family life will improve shortly, they say. If that makes sense to you. That is all blessings.
Thank you, Neeman. Blessings.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Hi, Neeman.
Greetings.
My first question is, I was wondering what I was doing last night in astral, because I woke up today with a real bad headache and like a tension headache, and just felt kind of achy and everything too. And I've been hearing like the high pitched toning in my ears at different times.
Yes, it seems like you've been connecting to Archangel Michael. He's assisting you or releasing many past lives. Many have to do with the gray lifetimes. And as for you not remembering it, it will come to you eventually. I believe so, at least to a certain extent. But he was helping you, yes, really still have gray light. And see like the grays are around you also, because you're feeling their vibration more. That's why your headache is there. It's because you're feeling, because you were just connecting to them recently. And so that disconnect did cause a reaction with your body as for still getting itself back in tune. But also you're forgiving yourself, but also forgiving many of them because they weren't very nice to you in other lifetimes. So it was like a family reunion, you could say.
What are some of the things that they had done to me, just so I'll kind of have an idea, so I can forgive?
What they say is mind manipulation.
Okay.
When you had human lifetimes, they were using it as a guinea pig, and in other lifetimes also. But you were aware of this, meaning that you chose this in your lifetimes to assist them, because they had a part in their interesting. They kind of went too far, as you know, and throughout their history. But you're doing that to assist them because at one time it seems that their group was, I wouldn't say dying, but it kind of lost itself. It was not in tune with itself anymore, but it had to find itself again, and connecting with humans was one of the ways of doing that. And connecting with you is another way. So you could say in some ways they experimented you and others in a certain way to regain. They went through many wars, and their DNA was damaged also. So they had to rebuild themselves also. It's a long line, it seems.
Is that why I'm so interested and kind of fascinated with the like mind control and experimenting and all
Yes.
the programming and all that now?
Exactly.
Like I love learning about it.
Oh yes, because you knew much about it. Yes, you were. Well, also you were part of the systems. Also, not necessarily you were part of it as for being as bothered, experiencing it, but you were also great doing the same thing to others. But this is part of the learning process. They were learning how to.
Yeah.
And your humans actually learned from a lot of it also. So you're part of those programs also, to give you an idea. Oh yes. As a gray, yes.
And then carried it over.
Yes, you had a gray lifetime as a female gray, yes.
That's what I feel.
Yes, you taught many humans how to do it. As a gray. They weren't fully aware they were learning it from you, but this is where they learned it from.
Okay. But I just had a flash of that with the Nordic time with Ivan and in the underground, all that kind of stuff time. That far.
Yes.
Or like a couple of aspects of myself there.
During a time like of World War II, you realize that many of your aspects many of you have this. Depending. Many of you had many aspects working in different timelines, but many of you had aspects that are very close to you also, as Nordic, as gray, as human. so on and so on, during especially a time like that, because it was a time that's never been seen before on this planet, and many wish to be a part of it every way they can, to learn from it and also be a teacher.
Okay. Thank you for that. And my second question is, my mom's side of the family, they're real reptilian and Syrian energies, and all of them seem to, we all kind of have the same mindset, kind of like the warrior, kind of protective, but like more of that. I don't know what there's some kind of a message there that I'm getting today, but I don't know if it's from my grandma or grandpa or something. But is there a message with that side of the family for me?
Yes, you had with this connection, your family had a falling out with reptilians and gray as well. I see. One moment. Yes, there is Syrian energies there, but most is reptilian and gray. Your family is very involved with those lifetimes, and there was much conflict within the family because of these. And to have a family is to take those differences and to let them be, and this is why you're incarnating with this family, because they had many differences, they had different ways of doing things, and to reincarnate as a family is one way of getting one together with those that you disagreed with on many lifetimes. It's like forcing it. You don't remember you had these connections. So you're just mending fences, you can say. It's another way of letting bygones be bygones, if that makes sense to you. That's why many are in families that they do not get along with, is because you're there to, in some cases, bring it together. Not always. You're there to learn from each other and to just say, hey, we're together as a family. At least I can do that. Experience it with you. Doesn't mean I care much for it, but it is still a forgiveness there from other past lives.
It's kind of like we're all so headstrong or something that we get along, but we don't get along, or something like that. Like it's like there's so many, we agree on the same topic, but we still want to argue with each other about the same topic or something, like be heard or something like that.
Yes, in the other lifetimes you had, yes, you were always, I wouldn't say battling out, but yes, you didn't agree with many things at all, and but you always clashed, and you always knew each other from other lifetimes where you were very on the same page, and not anymore. As you grow spiritually, you can say that. As you go galactically, let's put it that way, through your lifetimes. And now you had that separation. And it's like, well, one time you were very close, and now you're separated. So being in a family is one way to bring yourselves back together again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I
think judgment separates us, like lots of judgment upon each other.
Yes, I don't see you as a judger, but others is a different story.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's something they can overcome. Oh. Yes, there you go. That's a good. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Neeman. Many blessings.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, Daniel.
Hello, Neeman. Hi.
Yes.
For my first question, lately, I've been feeling like with this extra spare time that I have, it's like there's been like this sense of like a slight anxiety or worry about like wanting to like do more with myself, and sometimes like I'm aware of like all these things that I can do, and it's always been a matter of like what I could do or how to get started, or things like that. And it's like I'm trying not to let that affect me, but I still get that feeling sometimes I'm not using my time as I should be. Are there any messages for me regarding how to actually deal with that?
Well, you're doing the best you can at this time. You're not aware of the blockages that are around you at this time. That is causing anxiety from other lifetimes. Once this blockage is released, it does seem like it's very reptilian. It's from another lifetime that is bringing this blockage. That's also blocking you creatively, mentally also. One moment. Is a life connected to the Zeta Grays, where you were involved with reptilians? Yes, I see you doing experimentations on reptilians and taking it a little bit too far. and that there was retaliation from the reptilians. That at this time, that retaliation is a blockage within you, because some of those memories are still living. Like you're still living through it, because many did get involved in the group that you were. You could say there was a battle between you and the reptilians, and that friction is still living with you. You're not aware of it though. Well, now you are. It's causing a blockage at the time where you cannot think straight and cannot release this, because it is. Because you also feel bad from that, but of course it's a gray. You don't always aware of when you go too far. You just the way grays are. It's normal for them to just continue on their experiments. And it did go where some also reptilians were actually physically and mentally affected by what they were, the experiments that they were doing. And some humans are affected by it also. They continued some of that.
I see. Any like way to like I could release this now that I'm aware of it?
Through meditation, it will bring assistance to you, but also assistance from a healer will help you release this also, because it's a much longer. It goes further than what we have just mentioned. There's a much to it.
Yeah.
It's like a novel, let's put it that way, or a book.
Oh, I see.
There's a long story to it.
Okay, yeah. I feel that, yeah. Oh, boy. Well, thank you for that, Neeman.
Yes. You will release it. We do, yes. If you, connect with a healer, or you can heal it through meditation to see it, to experience it. We'll leave you with that. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. My second big question is, I think it may have been 1 or 2 weekends ago that I felt this kind of really warm energy and this yearning kind of to like, I guess, reunite with my gray family, you could say. And like this whole idea of like meeting my gray family, like in flesh and blood 3D, and like this, like, I remember this magical moment of like seeing myself touch, like it kind of like reminded me of like that E.T. movie, or like, you know, the finger of the E.T. and the human finger like touching. Like I saw that like a very magical moment.
Yes.
I mean, my question is like, would that ever be a thing in my life in this incarnation, or like I like physically in like this third density meet with the gray or something like that?
The possibilities are it's very high with you. Once you release these blockages, when you release the blockages around you and connect to what you truly wish to do in this lifetime, meaning when you finally get to the vibration where you wish to be in, and that vibration will bring these beings in closer to you, yes. As for physically connecting to them, it's a possibility. We have a long time on this world. Well, not too long, but you understand.
Yeah.
There's a possibility of connecting with them, yes.
Okay, so I guess like you said, just like keep like removing these blockages, and eventually it'll just come. So
yes, eventually you will. Yes, you get to the vibration you wish to be in, but at this time you're gradually getting there. But you've had a lot of galactic drama, and much of that needs to be released. There's more beyond that you can quite connect to, but it is. I'll leave you with that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Okay, Emmy?
Hi, Neeman. How are you?
Greetings. I'm doing well.
I'm wondering what connection, if any, I have to your race.
Yes, you have a part of understanding, you're connecting to us in this way. Many of you are connected to the founding of our civilization. So yes, you're one of our grandparents. Where many are here on this planet are, but yes, you're part of our assembly. To what direction we were choosing to go into, like where we have a question mark of where do we want to go. But yes, you're part of our elder race. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Can you tell me if there's any messages from my spirit or ET family?
One moment. Yes, there's a message from the Palladians. One moment. yes, these images you are seeing in your photography, much of that is them. They're influencing. Much of the energy is there, assisting to know their existence. Your place with their civilization has not been fully clear. There's a reason for that. You're connected to Arcturians, but also the Palladians, and they have been kind of mysterious of your connection with them. But they're leading you into more knowledge of their existence, of your place with them. One thing they can say is that you're here to bring balance to certain information, also uncover much information that has been lost. I believe, yes, you understand through your interview process, and you're uncovering much information that has been lost within many and are unaware of it. So you're slowly going into that direction. Interesting enough, they say in some ways you're connecting to a hypnosis type energy also. You might not be experimenting with that at this time, but the ability is, you have that ability, is what they're saying.
Oh,
so what you think about that? Yes.
Oh, great. I've been told like I have like, I don't know, a harmonic type voice.
Exactly. Yes.
Some type of monotone. Maybe that goes together.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Thank you very much.
It's something to give a thought to. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Bless.
Blessings.
Okay, Stephanie?
Hi, thank you for taking my questions.
Yes.
I recently took in my friend's cat to take care of, and I'm wondering what connection I have with her, if any, and if she's doing okay with the transition.
You talking about the friend or the cat?
The cat.
Oh, yes, the cat is doing well. You've had, yes, as for connections with this cat, yes, you've had other lifetimes. That, I feel a male energy around that cat, so I'm not sure if that's an incarnation there at this moment, but there's a male energy around that feline where you've known this feline in other lifetimes. Yes, feline lifetimes where this cat has had incarnations as a as a being, but at this time chose this incarnation to assist with energies on this world, realized it was going to be adopted, made sure of that. But as for your connection, is, yes, galactic lifetimes as interesting enough. It's not going into, yes, you have had actually Palladian incarnations with this one. Male and female lifetimes, this one has had, yes, it had feline lifetimes, but they seem to want to go more of the Palladian direction. And they want to also let you know that many animals on your planet are incarnated animals, but they're actually beings that, as for human beings, such as Palladian, Arcturian, they do this incarnation because they wish to experience this, but also they know you from other lifetimes. So it's another way of bringing different people together, such as the canines do this much. They help you, assist you meeting new people, and also they're connecting to you telepathy-wise, but they're not fully making that clear.
Okay.
But just
Thank
to
you.
calm down your energies, plus basically its weight.
Okay, thank you. One more question. Are there any messages for me at this time?
Yes, your guide said be patient. Things are coming your way. There's, yes, a life change coming. They say there's I feel like grandmother type of energy around this, but there's a life-changing event coming. That's all they say. There's no other details there.
Okay, thank you. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, next question is for Sheena, and I'm going to read them. I see something similar to the moon in the middle of the day. It can't be the moon, and when I point at it, no one else sees it. Can you please tell me what I see and why?
One moment. Yes, it seems like you're seeing a planet energy that is not, you're seeing more of a fourth density energy that is around this world at this time. Mostly like a projection here, as a, yes, extraterrestrial projection that is bringing much assistance to this planet. A lot of it is Pleiadian, Arcturian energies within this within this object, and you can explore it more because it does have a connection to Era and other Pleiadian worlds. But it is you can say in some ways like a probe to a certain degree, but it's bringing much assistance to this world for sure. Thank you.
Okay, her second question. Are there any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, messages from the Pleiadians that you are on the right track, connecting with this, go by your feelings because they are correct. You're also being led to this, what you are seeing, because you also have the aspect on that also. You'll be connecting with it through telepathy over time. Interesting enough, it's taking you also to your feline lifetimes that are much needed to be known to you, that are kind of a mystery to you at this time. Because it also goes to the reason why you're on this planet, why you're reincarnated here to begin with, as a feline history. Some of it has to do with keeping the energies of this planet at a certain level just by being in this incarnation. But also your relationship with others is assisting with the vibration of this earth. There's so much more to this, but I'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Okay, next is Tran.
Hi.
Yes, greetings.
I had a question. I've been in the past 1 week or so doing some visualizations that involve spirits and ghosts that are around me. I'd like to know if this is actually happening.
Oh, yes.
Or am I just...
Yeah.
Okay.
You go into more of a fourth density energy. Also, the Arcturians are assisting with this awakening process, but also your guides with Arcturians seem to be turning up the level, it seems. But as you get more used to it, you'll start to hear messages from them. I'm not sure where they are.
Okay.
Yes, your vibration is going.
Good. All right, then. I'm not just going crazy then. Okay, then my second question.
Well, it will feel like that, but no.
Okay. Then my second question is my husband's employment situation going to change anytime soon, next year or end of this year?
When you said it, it's within the next. I hear myself.
Sorry, Tran, just try muting your line while he's responding.
Oh, okay.
When the next 2 weeks, it does seem like you'll have a lead, and in that lead, it will seem like it will go into a job just to keep looking, keep at the pace he's at. To more action on his side, the better. But it does seem like in 2 weeks, he will make a connection. It might. Yes, just they say 2 weeks. That's all they say. That's all. Thank you.
And you can unmute. Sorry, Tran's gone. Okay, next is Sandia. And Sandia's questions. Dreams have been intense. Can I have an update on what I've been doing in astral or dream state?
What your guides are saying is to trust what's coming through. You're opening up you're also opening up to the angelic world as you're seeing your angel aspect. Your angel aspect has been very much assistance to you as to your spiritual awakening process. As for your astral, your astral self is connecting to your angel aspects to raise your vibration and give you more of an idea of what to do with your life, and also how to calm your vibration in a way where you can handle this life without being too stressed out. That is the message. Blessings.
Okay, second question. Any messages for my galactic family or guides?
Yes, it seems like a message from your Pleiadian galactic family that they give you a Palladian infusion around. They said it's around 15%, but it is mostly 5%. But this infusion is assisting with you as you're calming down your energies, where you can connect spiritually as you wish. You did connect to them in astral, asking for assistance. I also do see many feline beings around you during this conversation. It's also to connect you more to your feline connections. As I'm going to go into this again, as I already answered this for someone else, but many felines are here as a galactic feline. Many are here on this world for many reasons. They feel like this is their world. They have a reason to protect this place. And that is why many felines, or females, but many feline beings as extraterrestrials are here in human form, incarnating to protect what they built. And I believe you're one of them. And there's many more, of course. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Michelle.
Hi, thanks for being here.
Yes.
First, I'd just like to ask for a message from whomever is salient at this moment for what I have going on.
A message from your...
No, from whatever is for my highest good.
Ah, yes. Okay, one moment. Yes, a message from your guides to keep calm, to concentrate on what you want. The more positive you are, the better your direction will be. Stay focused. Relax. One moment. Relaxation is a big... One moment. Don't get stressed out over the little things. Relaxation is important, but also, yes, they're speaking of that, reading with abnormal, not to take that too seriously. It is a way of releasing. It is assisting you and releasing. You are releasing. And that stress of releasing is, yes, stressful. Greatly. You might not always be realizing you're releasing this, but you are. You are a galactic being that has had a lot of stressful lifetimes recently. And it's hard to see the positive because there's so much negative, but you're going back to the positive. It's just, you had a detour. That's all. Nothing to worry about. But yes, it's a bumpy detour.
Awesome. Thank you. My second question is, when I feel stress in those kinds of moments where I am confronted with my past life, lifetimes, whatever.
Yes.
I really feel the doubt. I really feel self-loathing. I really feel self-hate. I really feel self-judgment, and it counters so much with what I also know, which is true, which is I am a healer.
Yes.
And I am, I have a lot of really amazing qualities. And I want to know if just because I am feeling low, does that mean that I am unable? Because I don't honestly think that any of my healing is from me personally. So does it affect healing to another person if I'm not feeling top notch? Maybe I'm feeling sad, but I also know that I have something to give as a healer.
Yes, as for your toning, yes, it does give a great healing. Yes, to you and for others. But there is, yes, much blockages around you at this time that have to be released. And they're slowly being released. And you're feeling that already. But there is, yes, a long line of that to be released, where you become a more spiritual healer. You are going back to your healing abilities. You wish to enter in this world as a healer, but not unaware of it, of course, but now you are becoming more aware. And to be a full-fledged healer, though, you have to release the negativity that you brought into this world to release. So you came here for a reason to flesh out all of this stuff. And yes, it's not easy, but when you more have an understanding of it, it will clear up more quickly. But yes, there is, you had to experience many things. Understand, the negative has to be understood to help release the negative, and to experience it is one way of doing it. And now you have experienced the negative. Now you are, this is a process of the healer, is to go through great negativity, great tests. And you are going through that right now. And that, just to make sure you're healing, you're more powerful. The more stress you have, the more powerful you become. And you are going into that direction. You're now going through a release now, which might take some time. But once it's gone, as for the negativity, you will see a refreshment, a new person. That is down the line, that's coming. Or it is here to a certain extent, but it has not been fully noticed yet.
So, double check.
Yes.
So, when I give healing now, is it the same? Does it have the same healing qualities as it would as if I were not processing negativity?
It will get stronger once you release this negativity. So it does have a healing effect, yes, but once you release the negativity, it'll be even stronger, have a stronger positive effect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Peter.
Hello, Neeman.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Okay, I about 6 years ago, I got a physical visitation at my front door from two black-eyed kids. There was a girl about 7 and a boy about 9, and they had no whites to their eyes. And whenever anyone mentions about hybrid children around and with Ivan's group here, I think of them. So I was just wondering if I have a connection to them in some way, and were they positive, and what their intentions, and if they have any messages.
They do have a high
to that.
Yes, they have a high amount of reptilian energy within them. This is something most likely they will grow out of, but it's hard to say at this time. But they do have, yes, you do have a connection, but nothing too significant. But yes, you all have a connection some way, some shape or form. You all know each other through different incarnations. You just don't remember it. That's all. But as for them, it wasn't very significant. But as for why they connected to you in that way. From what I gather, their guides wanted them to connect with you. They had a agenda there of understanding of who you were, but they did not understand why they were connecting with you. It is not, from what I gather, it's not that important at this time. But to give you an insight of what they are was most important.
Okay.
To see them in that state of mind. To see them with their eyes as that, which is quite rare in some cases.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just after they came, I got a lot of a feeling of a lot of fear, and was that pushed onto me from negative entities around me, or was that? Because I don't believe they were actually negative.
There's negative energies around them, not much of you, but that was another thing as a test for you also, an awareness of how the world works, let's put it that way. But basically, some of them were slightly possessed, let's put it that way.
Right.
And they've been there for some time. They've been there for some time.
There was much negativity around during that time. So you very much. Much love.
Yes.
Okay, next up is our member Gray Joyride. First question, any messages from my guides?
Yes, your guide said to clear your space. Calling in angels to clear out the energies around you. It seems like there's many that have been affected your energies. Actually, a psychic vampire seems to be around you at this time. Friend and family member has been pulling your energies recently. They do a meditation on it to have a better understanding of this. Sometimes you might feel drained. That is why. Lessons.
Second question, any insight for me on how I can open up to what I can do and my creativity?
It's all in meditation. That is one way. The other is to have a spiritual balance through meditation and through those that are around you. Meaning to connect to the elementals, connect to spiritual beings, angels. Explore that side of yourself and you'll all be led to the direction you wish to go in.
Okay, next up is Blue.
Oh yeah, sorry. Can I ask who this is? I forgot. Neeman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know. I have been feeling how the energies of the future will be, like November, December, and January, and I feel like a lot of clarity and activations will come to me in January, February. Is this what will happen there? I mean, if you can tune into those energies of mine there.
What you are feeling though is a slight like an earth activation with spiritual energies, and you are bringing much assistance that to others. And also you are graduating also to more of your abilities, and that's what you're feeling. Everyone has a part in this. Even those that are not awakened to this energy of this spiritual awareness of our aliens, spirits, etc. But you are connecting more to what you will be doing in that time, meaning some of your abilities will be activated a little bit more than they are right now. You're having a slight idea, telekinesis, moments. Your telepathy also will begin to improve more. That way you connect to your aliens much more clearer as for you to know what's going on with you, because your body will go through much adjustment during that time also. Yes, you're clearing out much of the negativity that is around. Not to say you have a lot, but this frequency of this earth, of its third, fourth density, you're also assisting it going to a higher density around you, but also others will begin to affect it when they are connected with you. But they'll feel like they're at a higher density also. They already feel it to a certain extent, but that energy will increase.
Okay, you mean my family, right?
Yes, or those that you're connected to as for friends.
Oh yes, okay. Well, yes, I feel that too. That when I'm around someone, they hide me. Yeah.
Yes, those that are aware, it depends. But yes, they let go of some of the negativity and go into a world they're not used to.
Yes, thank you. But the one about telekinesis, I'm aware that my telepathy has become very much clear right now.
Yes.
But my telekinesis abilities, I don't know how to boost them. I mean, practice or anything.
You will eventually. That will come. It will come to you on its own. It's not too important at this time. But those abilities will eventually. The thoughts will just come to you automatically.
Oh, okay.
When it is needed.
Okay. Well, I wish to use it for a positive purpose.
Exactly.
And
yes.
the best of everyone. And my second question is, I really want to move to other countries, not live there, but but be at the places like the light cities, the earth chakras, and be in those three cities with huge vortices of energies and crystalline energies. And I don't know, whenever I ask about this, I get the answer about 1 or 2 years this will happen. But for now I have to do a lot of healing so I can activate a lot of light codes inside me in order to be more crystalline, to have a crystalline body.
Well, let's put it this way. What we are seeing is you will know when the time is right. You will just know. And you will just go ahead and do it. If you have to ask, that means you're not ready.
Yes. Well, I am not ready. That's true.
Because you have to ask any of us if you're like, you need to ask someone to go outside. So if you have to ask them, that means you're not ready to go outside. So you have to ask you to go on travel. But that means that you are preparing, which is good. And when the time is right, you will know. And you'll be on your way.
Okay. I'm just worried about financial, challenges if I travel and those kind of limitations.
Well, you will have an understanding when the time is right. This will all work out for you.
Okay.
You will all be in the place where you feel comfortable. You know you can manifest what you want, and it will all come as it needs to be. When you feel comfortable with that, you will be on your way.
Okay, great. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. That was it for me.
Yes.
It was huge help.
Yes.
Yeah, I will continue. Have a good night.
Yes.
Okay, Neeman, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to connect to your energies. Have a calm and beautiful night to all of you. Much love.
Welcome back.
Thank you. If you would like to do a blessing. Yeah, it was great. Anybody else? Nobody else? All right. Thank you for that. All right. Much love, everyone. The next one is on Tuesday night. So, good night. Blessings.